So you're here because something in the short that you just watched really resonated with you. So let's talk about something big when it comes to childhood trauma. Many of us realize that we spent a lot of our lives trying to unlock a code to get a difficult person to be good to you. Let's talk about why that happens if you grew up in an unsafe family system. A definitive symptom of childhood trauma is how we try to get a difficult person to be good to us. And as kids, we'll internalize that we aren't lovable or good enough. So we grow into adults who obsessively try to fix people in our lives, much like we try to fix the parent that we had growing up. In our adulthood, we do this a lot with our partners. My work is about helping you see the abuse that you grew up in for what it is, instead of keep buying into this lie that you've done something wrong or you're not good enough or you're not lovable enough. And I didn't expect this idea to go viral like it did. You could check out this video, and we all resonate, I think, with trying to get a difficult person to be good to us. We're still trying to break this code with difficult people, as well as try to break the code to figure out what's wrong with us. And there's another issue going on here. Another big thing is damage to our perception. If you never know where the line is between them or you, if it's them or if it's you, if you always kind of interpret yourself as the problem in relationships, or if you don't know your own worth, that's a trauma response around perception. Healthy parenting confirms a child's reality, where toxic parenting gaslights our reality. In my videos, such as my role plays, or a video I did on our trauma personalities, a video that I did on the lost sense of self, I include working with this damage to our perception in specific examples. You can think about those videos as like classes or sessions if you like. And if you don't know me, I'm Patrick Teahan. I'm an MSW, I'm a childhood trauma survivor, and I'm an educator in childhood trauma. I spent 13 years in private clinical practice running relationship recovery process groups. Those are childhood trauma groups. The same model that saved my life when I did that work in my early 20s. And I created this channel because I hated how traditional talk therapy just talks around trauma, doesn't take it on head on, and essentially how society, we don't really fully understand what child development and childhood trauma really is. We aren't going to say the past is in the past. We're going to try to process it so it stops running your life. And it's not just in the past. Our past is running our present until we consciously stop it and do some processing work. If you're new here, I put out 3 specific immediate tools for you in this video description. The first is to subscribe to get emails from me. This is really your gateway. You'll get immediate journal prompts, you'll get immediate inner child resources, and you can start doing the work right now. You'll receive a series of specific starter emails. There's no buy-in for you, it's just resources. And additionally, when you subscribe to the email list, you'll be totally up to date on when I go live on YouTube, when I do live Q&As in my community membership, when a new podcast episode drops, and most importantly, when a new video that's unique to your story is now available. You'll have just sort of up-to-date information about when everything comes out. The second resource I want you to check out is the Toxic Family Test, or the Family Toxicity Scale. This is an assessment that I came up with. It was published in 25 in an empirical journal. Over 230,000 people have taken this test, and it's a measurement of the environment that you grew up in. When you take the test, it's important to take notes about the questions that really jump out for you. They're just as important as your score, and those questions that jump out at you are going to be kind of a starting point in your healing journey. The third resource is Role Play Playlist. I'm known for role-playing dysfunctional family dynamics out. You can watch these and exactly see what toxic dynamics sound like, the ones that you grew up with, and most importantly, what it looks like when we're empowered, when we're up against really kind of abusive people in our lives, specifically family. And I want you who is watching the viewer with me right now, to know that you were a good kid and the abuse wasn't about you. But it takes a long time to feel that in our core. It actually takes a lot of work. It took me a lot of work in my early life to feel that in the cells of my body, not just as an intellectual concept that I was a good kid. So I hope that all of this is helpful. You can check out those 3 resources in the video description and subscribe. And as always, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be joyous. And I will see you later.